I am back with yet another video of stuff that I've accumulated. So let's just go into this because I don't have much time. Masters of the Universe Classics. I got Blast Attack through the subscription service. Not terribly impressed. He was a late addition to the original line. He split in half with a detonator that you plugged into his back. That figure doesn't do that. None of these figures have action features. They have simulated ones, like where you can remove a piece and then put another thing on and sort of replicate what it did originally. Next up is Queen Angela from Princess of Power. This is sort of a mix-up of both the cartoon and the toy a little bit, more so toward the cartoon. Looks better than the toy, I think. Her wings are from DC Universe Classics Hot Girl, which is a pretty cool reuse of the wings there. Good figure overall. A lot of people did not get ones that had eyes that were painted on straight, and mine are pretty good looking, so I'm pretty happy about that. Buzzsaw Hordak. Yet another late addition to the original line. This one was the third Hordak that was made in the 80s, and he had a lever on his back that opened up the front of his chest and a saw blade would pop out. This is Mara from the New Adventures of He-Man cartoon. There was going to be a toy made of her, but it was canceled. I've seen the prototypes of it, and you can probably find the pictures of the prototype online that are unpainted. What she would have looked like, what her action feature would have been, and this is a pretty good figure overall. Wasn't too thrilled with this month's offerings, but what can I say? I also picked up off of eBay a loose used Standor figure. This was from Kamikaze, I think. It was an exclusive figure from Stan Lee's Kamikaze thing. This is a Stan Lee figure. His glasses are removable, the helmet comes off. Has a pretty decent likeness of old man Stan. He has nothing to do with Masters of the Universe though. I don't know why they made this figure, but they did. Moving right along. I think he's cool now that I have him in hand. I thought it was bullshit when he came out. I finally picked up a Daredevil figure from the Hobgoblin Wave. So far this is the only one that I've picked up from the Hobgoblin Wave. This is the only one I haven't been able to find very easily or at all. And that is due mostly in part to the Netflix show. There is a repaint of Daredevil that is a Walgreens exclusive that is starting to show up. It is the original yellow and brown Daredevil costume, and he comes with a second head. So keep an eye out for that at Walgreens. The second head is Jeremy Renner Hawkeye head. It doesn't look very good as a Matt Murdock head at all. I also picked up these reaction horror figures of Jason and the Ghostface Killer from Scream. Not from the Wu-Tang Clan. Anyway, these are okay. I don't really love them, but I'll pick up the rest. Also, got this cool Batmobile from Batman the Brave and the Bold, but it is repainted and has some cool red highlights on it, which is very nice. I really enjoy that cartoon, and shame on Netflix for removing it. Next up, I have a whole bunch of loose DC Universe classic stuff that I want to show you guys because I've had it. Some of them for a while and some I just got. Okay, so I got Alexander Luthor, which is a good guy version of Lex Luthor with superpowers, and he came with this evil Superman called Ultraman, and he is from that was a 2-pack that was available on MattyCollector.com. And the other 3 that I just got off of eBay, I mean not eBay, Facebook, from a seller on a Marvel Legends figure group. Power Ring, which is all from a 5-pack called the Crime Syndicate of America. This is an evil version of Green Lantern. And I think they reused the head for a Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan. Not too sure about that. This is Johnny Quick and Evil Flash. And the star of the show here, the best figure of him, is Owlman. This is basically their version of Batman. Pretty cool head sculpt. The cape is soft so he can move his arms. He came with his accessory, which most of these loose ones don't, which this is great stuff. And they're in really good shape, so that's pretty cool. I move on a little bit. A long time ago, I picked up, along with the Ultraman and the Lex Luthor, I got this Golden Age Joker and Abin Sur, which also came with the Hal Jordan figure. And I popped the head off of the Hal Jordan and put a John Stewart head on him to make a classic John Stewart Green Lantern. The hair isn't accurate, but it looks good enough for me. I also got this very recently, the DC Superheroes Brainiac figure, which is the robot Brainiac that was introduced around the time of the Superpowers collection. Very awesome. And the dome on his head is removable, just like the one from Kenner. The only thing that kind of sucks is that his legs are extremely loose, so he doesn't stand up worth a shit. But this is a really good figure. Happy to have that one in my collection. Picked up movies, as I always do, because I'm addicted to buying movies. Justice League Gods and Monsters. Haven't watched this all the way through yet, but I will get around to it. Looks pretty good so far, so good. We got Prometheus, the 4-disc 3D version with a shit ton of extras and stuff that I'll get around to watching eventually. Killer Joe, which has a reputation for being a little weird and kind of off the wall with fried chicken. And got Drive at the pawn shop for $2, which was a pretty good deal. Unfortunately, Ryan Gosling looks exactly like my brother-in-law that set the house on fire. Fight Club from the Walmart bin. Under the Skin, which is also known as the Naked Scarlett Johansson movie. Keep your eyes out for that one. This is a Jonathan Glazer movie. He did Sexy Beast and Birth. Birth is a terribly underrated movie. Check it out if you have a chance. Picked up the 30th anniversary of Blade Runner to replace my missing Final Cut, the 5-disc version of Final Cut. Picked up Unfriended, and we watched this the other night, and it's not worth it. It's okay. It's not as horrible as I thought it was going to be, but God, it was bad. It Follows. This was not bad. I saw this in the movie theater with my wife several months back, when it was still in theaters, and I picked up the Blu-ray the other day when I got Unfriended. And now here's what everybody wants to see, is some fucking video games, right? For Wii, I got Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. It's okay. I don't really think it's arcade style enough in the sense that House of the Dead is. I would have preferred something along those lines, but what you get, what you get. Also picked up Brutal Legend. I got it for free because it was buy two get one sale. Got Lego Batman. This one comes with the copy of the 1989 movie on Blu-ray. And let's see, I got Earth Defense Force. Which one is this? Insect Armageddon. Pretty cool. Asura's Wrath. This has been on my radar for an incredibly long time. I have not been able to find a used copy to save my life, and the new ones are still $29.99 at GameStop, and I think that's total bullshit for a game that's been out for like 3 years. Prototype 2. This was finally dropped down to like $8, so I got that one. And I also picked up Lego Batman 3. And the best score I've got in a while, I'm peeling the price tag off, is retro. Holy shit, something retro. Can you believe it? Not just PS3. I got Little Nemo the Dream Master. I've been trying to get this one for a little while. I actually haven't been trying to get it, but it's something that I've wanted. I've had it before a number of times. I just happened to find this one at the pawn shop, and I got it. They had it marked at $7.99. They gave it to me for $6. I didn't ask them for a discount or anything, but they just gave it to me for $6 because they often knock a few bucks off of it whenever I go in there for some reason. Very happy to have this again. I've never beat that game. I got to the last boss and I got my ass handed to me by that guy. My friend and I, we rented it when it very first came out. Got all the way up to the last boss. We played that for at least 2 hours trying to beat him, and I finally just pushed the power button on the system, and my friend, who was basically looking incredibly bored and sick of watching the game, he got like super pissed that I turned the game off. He was like, I would have tried to beat it, but we were taking turns and neither of us were actually getting anywhere with it. But anyway, long story short, I finally own the game again, and it is going to be happily stored in my collection, and I'll get around to playing it again one of these days. Trying to hold off on any type of retro stuff because I don't really use my retro stuff that much, so I just get the ones I want. And with the PS3 stuff, that's what I use the most, and the Vita, and yeah, that's pretty much the way my gaming has been going lately. But it was nice to find something for the NES locally and not have to go on eBay or hit somebody up on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble and watching my video. I will see you guys next time. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care.